I try to be understanding and try to hear everybody out. Everybody has a story. Everybody has their own journey. Everybody has their ups and downs, their trials and tribulations that they go through. I get that. But when you are going on shows and you're spilling out your emotions and your story about the struggle that you have to deal with of not having what you used to have. So he went on this podcast, and I'm not sure exactly what the podcast is. Jimmy, if you'd be able to look that up for me, find that for me. But he was on this podcast, detailing that those NFL checks are no longer coming. He hasn't gotten an NFL check in 3 years, and the quality of his life is different. The money is different. He has 8 kids that he has to feed and has to find ways to be able to try to give them the life that they're used to and they're comfortable with. And if you're somebody who's a layman to Cam Newton and don't really understand his story, you'd say, man, that's tough. You can understand being a parent and you working a nice job and then you end up, for whatever reason, not having that job anymore. And now you have to make sacrifices to cut certain things, whether you have to not pay a bill just to have your family eat. Those are sacrifices. Those are tough decisions that somebody has to make in those situations. So that's where my mind went when I was listening to it. But then I forgot who the fuck was talking and what he's gone through and what his profession actually was. He wasn't a carpenter. He didn't work for Saks Fifth Ave or whatever it is, and now he's working at Arby's. This is a guy that played in the NFL for 11 seasons. You know how much money Cam Newton made in those 11 seasons? My Fearless group here, he made $133 million. So get the fuck out of here with this boohoo story about your 8 kids don't have money or they have to have a different level of life. Really? If you don't have no more bread outside of that $133 million that you got from the NFL, whose fault is that? And correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't he have a YouTube channel that he gets paid, he get money from? Correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't this dude on ESPN as a contributor? Last time I seen him. So yeah, you might not be getting NFL checks, but you're still getting money. So if you can't have this lifestyle that you think that your children should need because they, but dad, these 5-course meals that we're having, can't have them every day anymore, huh? Bullshit. I don't feel sorry for Cam Newton. Why should I ever feel sorry for Cam Newton? You made money. You are on the 1% of people in this country that earned generational wealth. If you don't have it anymore, you're MC Hammer, and I don't fucking feel sorry for you. Save your money. You should be able to go speak to young players and say, don't be like me. Don't think that the money's never going to run out, because guess what? It does. Every athlete has an expiration date. Whether it's LeBron James going into year 50, at some point he's going to say, I'm not going to play anymore. Tom Brady played until he was in his mid-40s, right? But he's no longer playing. We all have our expiration date. It's up to you to be able to save your money. Not spend it on a $30 million house. Not blow it on cars. Or have 8 baby moms where you have to pay child support. I don't feel sorry for Cam Newton. I feel sorry for the person that actually believes this bullshit. That will listen to it about, that poor Cam Newton. Oh, His life must be so hard. Really? Still has the money to be able to buy them wild ass fucking outfits that you buying. Yeah. Taylor hasn't missed an appointment. You go there every Tuesday. They get some new shit. So I don't feel bad for athletes that make an exorbitant amount of money and then they end up falling on hard times. Because if you have that money, you need to put some away. If you made $133 million, you should at least have $25 million as a nest egg that's in a Roth IRA that you're not even touching. I am not gonna touch this money. Why? Because I have these 8 kids and they need this money to be able to live. It's generational wealth that they can be able to start their own businesses. They can do whatever they need to do with it. I can be able to still have some money that I can be able to live off of. You blow through all your money, how am I supposed to feel sorry for you? How?
Okay, it's like just different, like, we're out here struggling, then you're struggling with $100 million.
Right.
Like, it's crazy.
You struggling with your ESPN job. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
You kidding me? So I try to be understanding to people's plights and situations, but there's some things that are just fucking ridiculous to me. And I'm a logical person. I can't think about the nonsense. My brain doesn't compute it. It's like, wait a second. This is the same guy that made $100+ million? What? That's like Alex Rodriguez calling out, yeah, I'm broke. You made $500 million in Major League Baseball. Where your money at? He had so much money he could be able to buy the T-Wolves. That's a good investment. He's smart with his money. What Cam Newton doing with his? Buying suits. Why don't you invest in a team like Tom Brady? Do that. You always notice how it's the white guys that know how to invest their money properly. We need something in our community to be able to tell these young black men to say, yo, you need to put some money away. You need to find a business that you can be able to invest in that's actually going to have some growth potential. Not a fucking restaurant. Not a boom boom room strip club. Not a car wash. Something that actually makes you money. Financial literacy is extremely important in this country. Not just for athletes. It's for everybody. Kids should understand how the stock market works in high school. That should be taught. Kids should understand what it is to open up a bank account. Kids should know how to balance a checkbook. These are life skills that are going to take you through your fucking life. Not algebra. Not science. Unless you want to go into that field. Life skills. And these athletes need to pay more attention to these life skills because you go from making no money to having all the money one night. Same thing with these NIL deals. These kids are going from no money to now you're getting all the money. And you need to understand how to be able to control that. That's it. It might sound harsh, but it's the harsh realities of life is that if you don't learn, you will fall. And others behind you, if you don't show them the way, they will also fall if they don't have the proper guidance and team around them to be able to direct them on the right path. So as much as I want to feel sorry for Cam Newton, I can't. And I won't. So